over here on the Ripper board. And look who's creeped up. Gore is right behind me. I don't think either one of us have gained any Reaper favor for quite some time. But these numbers are going up and down pretty quick. But oh, here's Gore. Gore's over here on this side. So yeah, up and down, left and right. Definitely working on some stuff. Making progress. Getting high on that board. Yeah. Getting them favor gains. At 12th. I think we were like 15th or something last time we looked. So we had a few deaths or TRs, one of the two. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully we're done. Blowing our nose. Alright, well, I don't think any of our friends are currently on. No, nobody's on. Which is not at all abnormal. Ooh, look at all these. Look at all these quests. Delphim's up. What do we got? Anything new? Mask. 15s. Wayloon. Sharn, no. Alright. Alright, so let's take a minute. Let's look at some gear stuff, shall we? Before we get started. While we're still waiting to, like, boot up. At least me boot up. Get things moving. A hardy necklace +8. That would not be bad. Let me transition out of the ring. The other thing we can do is we got this ring, Celestial Sapphire ring. It's a fine ring to rotate into. But yeah, if we cannot have to use our ring slot for Charisma, that would be great. Get over here. Charisma Combustion, that's kind of cool. Just kind of checking these out. Glorious Dawn is no. Yeah, I don't know. Those things look quite great. People are starting to ask about how the lag has been today. I'm curious about that myself, actually. I'm getting reports of minimal lag. That's good. Necromancy 4. That would be +1. Good. Well, not a lot in the way of gear creeping up through these medium levels here. The hardy ring, though. Spellmaster. Yeah. Not a lot of like insane things in there, huh? Oh well. deal with it. Let's do some quick deconstructing, and then we'll take a look at maybe getting some favor moving, getting some stuff going on. So there's a handful of quests still that I would like to kind of get some work done on. Litany being the first, and I do think I'm going to go ahead and flag for Litany. But I don't think we're going to flag on a high difficulty. So I think we'll probably knock out a quick Reaper for Litany. Yeah, it'll probably be solo. Currently, I don't think I have anybody else who is flagged that's down. And we'll put up an elephant. We'll see if anyone hits it. But with the way the servers have been, I'm going to just play super cautiously. Which means I'm probably just going to grab a whole pile of my... grab like almost all the hirelings and just have them be my wall. Yeah. I keep carrying around this ring mostly because it's double slotted. But also because Impulse and Kinetic Lore don't seem that bad. I mean, I do fire off a lot of magic missiles and stuff. So, try to see. Yeah, let's just throw this over there. Scooty booties. Not even 1,000% sure we want these Scooty booties, but whatever. It costs me very little to carry them around, right? We're solidified in that. Right, these look good. Let's look at the rest of the pets that we can carry around. We can use the figurine's wondrous power, but it'll mess up our Reaper experience, something fierce, which is not what we're about. So we'll grab our Owlbear. That's it, I think. We only get to add the Owlbear to our helpers here, our list of helpers. And plus we need a regular DDO hireling too. Whew. Oh, we're gonna get everything crammed into this bar. You know what, before we do anything, go grab our, no. We'll go this way. Alright, is it finally time? Have we been logged on long enough that we can roll our daily dice and feel comfortable? Let's do it. Nope. Mistakes were made. Alright. Level 19 caster. Little paladin. I do like paladins. You like somebody who can just stay in that fight for a long time, you know? trying to think of the fights that are actually problematic. Yeah, let's just grab a divine. How divine. Where do we want to put this person? There we go. Oh, I moved too soon. I always forget how long it takes to summon the Skeletal Knight. It always takes such a long time. Such a long time. Alright, well, hopefully people are creeping in. I hope you guys are sticking it out, having a good time with us. We're going to go ahead and have Randy hit the immunity bar here. Don't know if there's much in the way of buffs that will actually matter to young Randy. That's okay. We only have one Fox Shrewdness potion. We should have grabbed some more while we were down there. Also, I think this weekend is a Monster Champion weekend. So I might actually also need to jump on live and take a look at picking up bigger copies of some of the other things, but we'll see. Yeah, we currently have all the stuff like we've been through up on. Oh, let's get in the live stream chat just in case. So again, one of the great things about Litany for me is that it's one of the quests that I am supremely confident in. There are some problematic areas to the quest, like the fall, because we are currently built around being a wraith. That means that a lot of our healing, self-healing, stuff like that's built around being in wraith form, which means like if we go to Featherfall, we can't, right? Also, we are going to only get a little bit of Reaper experience for this, but I'd rather get whatever Reaper experience I can get out of this and get something. We're going to need a 4th slot for this, right? Yeah. That is a problem to have. Alright, kids. Everybody's going in attack mode. Alright, let's roll out. Want to be really careful to make sure there's no Reapers, like, handy. Again, we're just going to take it real slow. When soloing on the hardcore server, just want to be real slow. Take our time. Make sure we don't make a boo-boo. It's real slow. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for a while for this guy to poof back, I guess. Alright. Let's creep around. Send the dorks up. Yeah, the hirelings. The hirelings go crazy in general. Also, good morning. She's welcome to spam her magics. Alright. So here what we're going to do is we're actually going to spawn some of this stuff and then get back. Oops. Again, I'm not in a hurry. There's that Reaper. I knew there was going to be one. Again, we're not going to panic about the Reaper. We're just going to make it dance and then kill it. You stick your head out. Alright. I think we're in good shape now. Send the hirelings after everything. So again, we're gonna do a Reaper for the first part of the quest, and then my plan is I'll probably go ahead and flag for the raid on casual. Like once we've unlocked Reaper mode on it, I really don't think there's anything we need to really worry about at that point. Just gonna be smooth. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was real nice. See, and that's the great thing about having all these hirelings. I mean, look at our like uncomfort level, right? Mostly because we just throw all these hireling bodies in the way. Now normally I would try to just skip this whole fight right here, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off today. So I think what we're just going to do is we're just going to stand in the corner, set everything on attack mode, and we'll help out kind of occasionally. Again, just kind of picking and choosing our battles here. Just throwing a little bit of extra DPS out every once in a while. Yeah, don't want to rush, don't want to get in a hurry. Don't want to stick our neck out too far. relying on the wall o' hirelings to carry us through the Reapers. Just checking. My phone started going crazy, like someone was blowing up the stream post, perhaps. Turns out that was not what was going down. I do stream on YouTube, or you stream on Facebook when it works. Doesn't always work. This champ floating around. Alright. Let's get our hit points back up. I think our rage wore off. That's probably what it was. Should probably be getting a guy here any second. My understanding is when you become a Twitch partner, you have to wait for a 24-hour post. If you're just an affiliate, you can do whatever. But I've heard people tell me it's the other way around, but that's not how I read it. So, but the rules change all the time. So right now I'm just pretending. I'm hoping that my ignorance will protect me in my account. And I would like to get partnered, but I feel like I'm pretty far away from a partner status. Alright. So now again we're entering danger zone. We are a fleshy. Hey G Music, welcome to the stream. We need that specifically because Featherfall is bad. Alright, let's do it. I don't suspect it'll be a problem. I'm actually pretty confident in this run, but you never know. It's always good to be careful. Alright, now we'll go back to a Wraith form. Fire up all of our protections. Go. Alright, and then as usual, I'm going to pull up Grimm's DDO puzzles. We're in a litany question, and we'll probably just do the Cinder Spawn because it's the easiest one for me to kind of remember. Again, we're not going to do this go around. We're just flagging. Getting our first time bonus on Reaper, stuff like that. Alright. So let's be very careful. Emerald Claw. Stand by his side. Destroy what he wants. Would not have traded. Deliver it to Vol. He's ingenious. Ransack the temple. Broken the arrangement. Forget that. Better deal. They're the destroyer. They lack will. Red or white. Tell the adventurers. And then just to be on the safe side, we're going to make sure that that's fired up. Your worthy adversary. Nice. There we go. That was good. Now let's just get out of here. And let's flag for Litany. Here I come to wreck the day. Let's see. What did that put our favor at? Put us at 5,473 favor. And it was a total of 498. Sorry, 429. Wow, none of those numbers were even there. 429 Reaper experience. So not bad. Boop. Now let's go in on baby mode. Same basic plan, except now I expect the hirelings to wreck things a whole lot faster. Didn't get summoned. Oh, the robot. I want food, but it's not time for food. That is my life right now. That's not true. Most of the time I don't even... I'm not even bad, but... Right this minute... Right this minute I'm a little bad. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna do a quick flagging on casual. I think the only problematic area we should have should be the Beholder. And even there, I'm not 100% sure things will be super problematic. Like we have our Beholder gym, we don't really care about experience on casual. So really it's just a matter of can we... How long is it going to take for us to actually get some damage in? Whoa, that's not the right attitude, my friend. That is not the right attitude. Gotta keep that diet. Get those gains. Only a little bit longer, right? Only a little bit longer. They're almost there. Currently on a seafood eat it diet. Been there. Alright, now's I feel like a day that we can just like zone out. We gotta make sure that our heal keeps running. But short of that, the hirelings should be able to kill everything in this room. There's no Reapers to worry about. Champ should be non-existent. Right? There should be none. So honestly, if we just go into stealth mode, we might just be straight up fine. keep an eye on what's going on, but not like not married to watching it full time. Somebody go kill that guy. Alright, let's see. I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the High Priest. I just feel like the High Priest is the easiest one to like start on that optional flagging for. Also, with that, should be our last non-raid. Yeah. So now we've got some 17s left and some 7s. These two, but I don't know these very well, so I've never even stepped into part 2, but I don't know part 1 very well. So basically we have the Shroud, which we'll probably pass on. The Ascension Chamber, which we'd try if Nim's group wants to put it together. Terminal Delirium, which we're going to pass on. So we have 117 we'd consider, basically. And then we have in the Demon's Den, which I'd be down for. Hound of Zoriat, which I would be down for again if Nim's groups want to try. Vision of Destruction I'd be down for. I'm not a big What Goes Up fan because of the way that you can just like randomly get murdered, but again, I suppose if Nim's group wants to give it a go, we'll go with them. Alright, we'll turn Wraith mode back off again, and here we go. Let's get started. Okay, we'll switch back to Wraith mode. Refire up our... Oh, look at there, Randy didn't make it. See how easy it is to get caught? Get caught someplace, get hit by those force traps a bunch. Be really careful. Alright, so again, we're going to switch to the vampire, the High Priest. So Emerald Claw, I would stand by his side, destroy what he wants, not traded, deliver it to Vol. Abominations, stayed faithful to the lady, the same, follow the orders I was given. Deserve to die. Dominator. Man, I do not know what is going on. They lack intentions. Blue or black. Destroy the adventurers. We're going to go to the High Priest. You are a worthy adversary. Okay. All of our stuff should be more than adequate for what we're doing right now. So let's just... Oh, but Randy's gone, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and shrine back Randy. Jeez, dogs. What is going on? Get Randy back in the fold. We want Randy to be going ham. Leftover spaghetti acquired. Apparently whatever is bothering the dogs has finally irritated Remy. Right. So what's the Super Toaster? It's the Shield Guardian. It's the, if you pre-ordered the big Sharn pack, you get the two hirelings. You get like a level 30 and a level 15, I think. Yeah, 15. Yeah. You was preparing to buy Ravenloft and Sharn over the next couple of weeks, but you're close to getting a job, so I got it delayed a bit. I'm not sure how A goes to B. Like, if you weren't employed, and you were, like, unless you're buying some work clothes, or getting a car fixed, or something, you know what I mean? Like, unless you have a cost immediately towards getting going, I don't know. What I do know is they tend, I'm not saying they are, but they tend to put stuff like that on sale the last week of the July mega sales or whatever. So be prepared, G Music, to wanna get those packs. You know what? We're here. We'll catch it. Because it might be worth, you know, shelling out $40 for both of them instead of $80 for both of them. It is because you're expecting to maybe have to get something for work. Okay. I said I'm down. I'm down with delaying pleasure, right? Don't get me wrong. But I would be extremely surprised if they do not offer their 2 big packs for half price before all of the all the content goes back to behind the paywall. And by all the content, I mean those 2 packs or expansions. it may almost become a price that's too good to pass up. That's true. That's true. There we go. Looks like we had a little bit of spell lag right there. I mean, at the end of the day, you know your budget better than I do, right? So I'm not telling you that your plan is wrong or bad because it seems perfectly good and valid to me. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if they do not make the almost too good of a buy in the next little bit. I don't think they're going to go down to like $1, but I think the $20 range is pretty likely for the basic stuff. And to be fair, they had offered when they did it for Thanksgiving, maybe Christmas. I don't remember when they did it, but I purchased everything for Remy's account. Well, they had or they still have the first 2 X packs for 99 points or $1. So I mean, I would not be surprised if they didn't go deep, but I'm not sure how deep they'll go. Like, I think that they're gonna want to get everybody to. They want to transition the last, the people who are just playing the other stuff. I think they're gonna want to transition them into full-time players very soon. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got the first 2 then also. All right, so there's the vampire. So now I guess we'll do Mental. Mental I think is the next easiest one. There's a little bit of trickiness with Mental, but not too bad. I know people are like, again with the litany, but I want to be flagged. I just want to be flagged in case something happens. You can get in, especially if there's another goggler. Like it's been a while since I've goggled, but I have done it. I have a life I can spare in the event that something weird happens. The problem is that the scouts, man. The scouts usually just die. You can't do that. You gotta bring the scouts along. Which means, in my opinion, that everybody needs to be able to goggle. Isn't always the case. If you transfer servers, do you maintain quest raid flags? I believe so. Go, attack, kill. If you weren't guaranteed to die in the Shroud, I would give it a shot. You know what I mean? This guy gonna come up out the ground? There he is. Somebody go kill that thing. I mean, again, as long as I have that nice big wall in front of me, I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so is Nim's group actively doing things? No? What is Nim doing then? Matator Ego, thank you for, and Cirrus Joe, I don't know if you guys are there, but thanks very much for the follows, my friends. I realized we were probably offline at the time, so thanks for hanging out. Oh, Voodoo's streaming this morning. That Nim is also streaming. Oh, he's back on Grand Theft Auto. Okay. My phone was just like, hey. Some people have started streaming. I'm like, oh. Oops. Careful where our placement goes here. Oh, I thought we got our we're all done sign. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, maybe we go knock this out. Gork has got almost as many as much favor as I do, and Apocalypse has been pretty good. I would like to go in with Thakgar, but we'll see what happens. So I only want to do that quest once. Again, we're going to turn that off. We're going to have our ability to self-heal in this mode ready to go. Actually, on casual, it probably doesn't matter. We could probably be in Wraith form and be okay, but... Damn, dogs. Let it go. Make sure that we're fully healed up before we jump down. And you always want to take these little precautions. Just little. It's so easy to make a mistake and get wrecked. You want to be 100% sure that you're being careful. Alright. Let's get the list up. Again, we're going to Mental. So, Silver Flame, never. Something as heat. I would have done anything to save my daughter. Destroy once and for all. Ingenious. Ransack the temple. Broken the arrangement. Forget that. If the Black Abbot. We are the Rebel. Free Spirit and a Good Heart. Brass or Bronze. Let the Adventurers Pass. We're going to the Fresh Maker. I think we're good to go. Yeah, it said it should. The other thing to keep in mind is that as long as you got your Litany sigil frame, you can come into Litany anytime. So it's just a matter of, even if it didn't, which again, I was relatively confident that it would. But even if it didn't, you could just flag on casual even. Like, which is what I'm just doing, right? I'm just flagging on casual. Although I am really tempted to jump into this, in the Demon Den. In fact, I might just send him a tail. Get close. No, they're not going to get close enough that I can zap this guy from that angle. Alright. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Clean this mess up. These guys should all be muted, right? Not really. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit that Demon's Den with that group. Again, I would not be opposed to just going through it once with Gore and that group, but I feel like I've gotta, if I'm going to continue up this path of trying to get high on the leaderboard and stay there this go around, which is quickly becoming something that I'm actually enjoying. then I need to take a shot at it. Also, I'm not entirely sure how much gore is interested in being high on the board versus just staying on the board. I'm not sure. Clean up. Whatever's easy to clean up in there, I'm not going to go cray cray. Hirelings can clean up everything but the casters, no problem. I can clean that stuff up too. Wow. That ran up and hit me in the back. Alright. Oh, I always forget that. Alright, let's call the agents. Wow, shield piece 7 on casual? Seems cray. Alright. Let's just teleport to house P. Oh, am I still stuck in the anti-magic? Alright, let's just recall then. Let's recall and see if we have to log out and log other. How come you went after the Mintel options when you didn't do the others? I'm going to do the other two soon as well. I would have stayed and did the other ones except the Beholder and Sinis. I would have stayed and done those, but I'm going to jump in this group doing in the Demon's Den. Hey guys. Just because we're solidifying the things that we're missing. Our ship ups are good, our resistances are good. Check our spell components, not that it should matter. Spell components look good. Yeah, we should be fine. I've done it before in general. I did it probably, what, last Hardcore League or the Hardcore League before. And then I've done it a handful of times on live. But it has been a while. Probably, what, divide into 3 tunnels, clear everything, have hirelings pull 2 levers, and then go back to the middle. There aren't any levers. Oh, is it just the Freedies that you gotta kill? Yeah. They had to kill them to pull levers. Yeah, that's fine. I just did Reaper Litany, and I've been soloing stuff for a while, so we're good. And I won't be alone. I'll have Randy. Just as a little bit of a refresh, let's just go ahead and pull it up. There's traps, spawning and respawning monsters, randomly placed shrines. Monsters have to be killed simultaneously. 3 ritualists, only on elite difficulty. Flame jets on most levers, sonic trap near the start. Kite the Marilith, clear the 3 tunnels one at a time. I think that's not what we're going to do. I think we're going to clear individually. Alright, let's get to work. Gork is slightly higher than I am on the favor scale. Not a lot. A little bit. Trap box here somewhere. I did mention it. I'm seeing another trap box somewhere. I think most of these levers are trapped, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're all trapped. That's kind of why I was running ahead on that first one, because the trap stuff doesn't look like an area. It just looks like a spot on the map. Do you guys want to have help clearing, or do you want to each just clear your own tunnel?
I think I'll be able to clear my tunnel. Doesn't look like it's gonna wake up. Well, so far this morning anyway. We'll see if it keeps working. It's a flaw that a lot of people have.
Careful, these ritualists cast disintegrate.
Okay. I have a tunnel done, but I got joined by Groon here, so... Oh. Sure, man. I'll go back and clear another tunnel. It's fine.
I can come back and help if you want, or you can come over here to the north one, and I'll go clear the south one. I don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll clear south one. It's no big deal. I just like how that guy's like, I'll stay here and finish this one.
Yeah, just don't stand in direct line of sight, otherwise you might get hit with a disintegrate.
I just like that comment a lot is all. Like, can you clean one on your own, man? Like, I feel like I'm gonna look at the kill count and I'm just gonna be Bloody warlocks, man. Oh, no, Gorks. Yeah, Groon. Groon's 9. Shadow marked, huh? Yeah, there's a lever. I don't see a box, so we'll have Randy pull it. We need someone to mess up a quest, to look no further. Alright, I'm at the end. So we can go whenever.
Alright, everybody prep your gens and let us know when you're all ready. We have to kill them all in 30 seconds, so. Oh, shit. My guys just got stuff on me. When he respawns, I'll re-prep, but just, yeah, prep your guys and I'll re-prep mine.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, I just killed mine. That has a on me.
Mine's back up. So if you can kill your last one real quick, I might be able to kill them all in time, so I'll kill this guy pretty quick. Alright, well then we'll just re-prep. Alright, mine's re-prep. Well, let us know when you're ready, Grant.
Mine's prepped again.
If you need to come over and, yeah, if you need to come over and kill a prepped one, we can switch things with my guy's prepped and you can just finish him off. Alright, which tunnel were you in, Grant? Which tunnel are you in, Sam?
I'm in the south tunnel.
Alright, I'll head to the east one. Grant, go to the north tunnel. Yeah, I have him like one shot, so you should just be able to finish him off.
Wait until the signal goes.
So one of my favorite things about DDO builders, it's really easy to change the race on a build and see how it's going to change the prerequisites and skills. Yeah, I mean, build stuff or having a thing like that is great. Alright.
Alright, let me get this guy prepped. Hang on.
The time to strike us now. Alright, what do we got? Junk. Use some of these tools, that's good. Well, I'm glad that we successfully three-manned in the Demon's Den. Alright guys, thanks for the run, I appreciate it. You guys have a good day, stay alive. Oh man. So when I started the second tunnel, the Warlock had 9 kills and I was at 30 kills. Then I did a whole nother tunnel and got the Marut to chase me. Yeah. Wizards. I'm too busy dominating. Alright, so where does that leave us? Actually, should leave us pretty bloody close, right? Like a couple of raids. Couple of raids, Fashion Madness, which I just don't know that much about. And theoretically what goes up, but that is not a quest that I feel that comfortable on. Like I was telling people, I swear every time I do that quest I get killed. Every single time. Speaking of dominating, I need to decide the build I want to run most once I start doing racials. Favorite soul, 18-2, already inquisitive, that'll have trapping skills, rune arm bonuses, or a favorite soul, 18-2 fighter inquisitive, that will have more feats and a better base attack bonus. You don't care about base attack bonus as a divine caster. You just have to work in what is it called? Oh. Let my hireling go. I do want to make sure that I keep that hireling running while I'm playing by myself. Oh, I don't have a... I'm like looking over here for my D12. Like, I can't find my D12. This sucks. What is it? Divine Power? As long as you have Divine Power, you don't care about your base attack bonus. So, in my brain, in my mind, I would say just do... Sure. But still, you don't really care about a lot of those base attack bonus stuff. Like, you just don't care. It might take you forever to get to your prereq, but it's fine. It's not like you're waiting on things. Like, what are you waiting on? You're waiting on having improved critical. Has to go back to like level 12 instead of level 8. I won't even be able to get it at 8. Sure, what level you'd be able to get it with a favored soul. Probably 12. Like, obviously, at the end of the day, you have to choose whichever one you think is the most viable, but... Alright. Let's finish our flagging, shall we? Let's see, we have 2 left. We have... Let's do the Doom Sphere. No, let's do the Center Spawn. The Center Spawn may actually help us defeat the Doom Sphere. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't actually care for the Inquisitive playstyle on a favored soul. I like it on the Wizards. I like it a lot on Wizards, but I don't like it on the favored soul. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it, like, the Wizards, Eldritch Knight stuff feels like it contributes to that playstyle. So, like, I mean, people know about my YouTube channel, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe some people don't. But why is this not working today? Oh, it's just not working today. Apparently my Stream Deck needs to be taken out and shot again. Whatever, if you guys see my crazy stuff over here. Okay. But under the DDO guides, I have this Wizquiz build, this 18-2 already wizard. I really like this build. It's the build I use for all of the training videos that I do, all of the walkthrough guides. I really like it for like TR lives, just soloing in general. And its race doesn't really matter in my opinion, although it might matter to you. I know, but I'm the guy who I don't like playing the same build all the time, even though I do tend to play a lot of wizards. I'm not saying that I don't have tendencies to stay in a particular zone, but I do like mixing up my TR lives a lot. Alright, so I'm going to go into stealth mode. Let the bears do the NPCs do their thing. Double check what's going on Twitter here. Justice Ginsburg says she has cancer again. Sucks. She's not my favorite justice, but I don't like when anyone has cancer again. Making sure we don't accidentally get murdered here. We're not paying attention to what's going on. It looks okay. So far, so good. Yeah, this doesn't look like there's that much else going on. The center crystal, so we have another minute or so. It's 12:30. Also, if you're a Magic the Gathering player and would like to get this week's arena codes, and you don't have codes from your own local stop or whatever shop, be sure to be a member of my Discord and or send me a message. I usually have about 15 extra codes. A lot of my guys don't really like Arena very much. I prefer to play Paper Magic, which who doesn't? But during this time of craziness, excuse me. You may not want to get out there. I certainly don't. If it wasn't for this particular job, I wouldn't go out. I'd literally only go out to see the chiropractor. Literally just go out to see the acupuncturist. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave my Featherfall on so you can see the difference in how much more difficult this is. It's not the end of the world. As you can tell, we're still moving past with plenty of time to spare. But I still prefer not to have it. Because if you bounce the wrong way, or look at that, you saw them. And we had to save. So we did get tagged by the force traps. Had we not had great saves, and not great saves, we didn't have good saves, and we didn't have that healing going, there's an opportunity for failure there. Alright, again, we're doing Sinus next. Let's begin. Oh, wait. Stand by his side. Let him destroy what he wants. Not have traded my freedom. Just confirming. This one's the one I probably know the least well. Would have ransacked the temple. Nope, we're not there yet. Ingenious. Ransacked the temple. Broken the arrangement. Forget that. Better deal. The destroyer. Again, I want to make sure that we're ready. Oh no, call me paranoid this time. I think I misclicked somewhere. I'm afraid I misclicked somewhere. Do what they want. Red or white. Relying to the ventures, right? Yeah. Destroy them all. We're gonna see this in your spawn. Okay. Like it didn't flash that one message right away, and it like freaked me out. I was like, oh god, I got a detour. Oh, Remy's downstairs early. Yeah, now I got that Peter Pumpkinhead song stuck in my head, so I apologize. Such a good song. Such an underappreciated band. Crash test dummies. So something I've actually really considered doing is going ahead and wearing earbuds and playing music through my earbuds. But I feel like that would be unfair to everybody. Like I'm sitting there just listening to music, doing stuff, playing whatever I want to play, and you guys are like, why is Samus like rocking out? What's he listening to? And you guys would never know. Then we pull it up and it's like book on tape. No, why? Don't tell anybody. It's like bebopping and it's like a history of Oklahoma or something. Like the driest, most boringest possible content. Just want to make sure that, make sure the fire's on. Oh, there's Gore. Hey, what's up, buddy? Missed the guy getting wrecked in Demon's Den this morning. Come on, go out. You know what? This might be the one time we put on those Scooty booties. We don't have to go down there. Look at that. Look at that. I am proud to admit that I was wrong. I did, in fact, use the Scooty Booties. I mean, we could have went down there, though. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. I'm like 80% sure I saw it disintegrate by my general directions. We're going to play a little extra careful. I did not. I was in the middle of ranting about something, I thought, and then somebody linked their horse that they just got, their celestial mount, which I didn't do, because I should have, but... Alright, I'm going to shrine up. I guess we'll have the NPC cleric shrine up. Randy looks good. Shrine up. So we'll have one left. One left and we're flagged for litany. Alright, we're gonna go fight Sinis. He can be a real jerk. Especially with her casting like a ton of fire spells. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually probably put her on passive mode. And we'll just leave her right outside the door and just call her in if we need her, basically. Just wanted to make sure he's actually taking damage and then he'll die real fast. Die real fast after that. Alright, last one. Doom Sphere. All day long. Shibby-doo-wah, Doom Sphere. Alright. Then once we're done with taking out the Doom Sphere, we'll be flagged for everything else I think that we could possibly want to do at the end. So we'll reach out, touch base. I believe NIMS groups they usually get together at like what, 1 Eastern or something, so they might start firing up here pretty soon. And we're just going to let the hirelings kind of walk us through the quest. There's no reason for us to take any unnecessary chances. Wow, we missed that guy, didn't we? Like by a lot. My body is broken for now, but we'll meet again. That's pretty fire. That is fire. Alright, again, we're going to let this do its thing.
So how do you feel about TR?
I'm not TRing. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna get the biggest pile of experience I can, or favor I can get with this guy, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just gonna keep this guy on both lists. If you want to though, go for it. So I'm gonna see if I can jump into with Nim's group when it comes to those 2 raids, and then either start on leveling to 30, or just park for a while. So I kind of not against taking a week off to do something else. So if you wanted to TR and get back up to 20, I'll take some time. But I am not interested in TRing on the hardcore server if I don't have to. Now, if I had lost some lives, hell yeah, you know what I mean? Go ahead, use your words, big boy.
Dude, like, it's not, it wasn't my fault, dude. Okay?
Were you on yesterday during the lag stuff and got murdered?
No.
Okay. Well, again, take your time whenever you have your thoughts gathered. Feel free to share with the group.
I died.
You did died?
Yeah, I died.
Okay, well then, you should definitely TR. 1000%. If you want to keep playing. Or you can just park your guy and not screw around. You know what I mean? And just be like, I got, more than my 5,000. See how many people are going to quit at 5,000. So like, if you want to get the pet, I would TR. If you're not going to worry about the pet, then I would just be like, yeah, I'm done with the hardcore server for this season. Alright, give me a second. I don't want to mess this up and have to deal with problems. Anything to save my daughter. Destroy it once and for all. Abominations. Stay faithful to the lady. Contract is binding. Follow the orders I was given. Deserve to die. The Crusader. Like honor and compassion. Gold or silver. Engage the adventurers. And if they won, let them pass. We're going to the Doom Sphere. Doom Sphere. Alright. So what happened?
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Okay. Well, all I know is it's easy to get got. It's a lot harder to not get got. Oh, I should probably go back and take the thing. I don't actually remember what it does. But we should grab it. And we want the fire. Soft boot flame. What does it say it actually does?
Grandma had a great birthday. I got pictures.
Sweet. I was gonna ask. We talked about Grandma and her birthday yesterday, I think, or maybe it was this morning. Hopefully she had a blast.
Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't too rainy.
No, it was beautiful. It was the beautifulest day we've had in like 3 weeks.
Perfect. It was worth all the nasty rain then.
It's a lot of work being the hostess with the mostest.
It is indeed. I have a friend who likes that kind of thing. And I'm just like, how do you do this all the time? Oh, let's get our anti-beholder shenanigans on. Don't want to fail a disintegrate. rest of the octopus. There's another one. Okay, there it went. Like, this Ice Flinzer is amazing. He just doesn't take damage at all. Alright, how are we doing? I think we have 3. That's what I was thinking we had. Got a caster behind us. We want to... Oh, he got. That is good. Alright, seriously? We're still missing that octopus? Anyone's... Oh, here we go. It's probably in this. The guy that says taking 30% less damage while helpless is important. Curious what his build is like that that's a problem. You missed it earlier, Gore. I did a Demon's Den with now I'm kind of glad that you weren't around, because I would have felt like I pressured you into coming along. We had a barbarian run ahead. I said, "Hey, I think there's traps," and he like stood in the traps and died, basically. And I was like, "Sorry, man, but I told you as soon as I spotted it." He's like, "Yeah, it's cool." But there were 4 people left. Another barbarian, another wizard, myself, and a warlock. And everyone decided they could take their own tunnel. And then I started going up one of the tunnels, and I noticed the warlock was behind me. I'm like, oh, he must be already done with his tunnel. He thought maybe I needed help or something, because it was a long tunnel. And we get to the end of the tunnel. He's like, "Okay, Sam, I can do this one." Like, what do you mean? I literally just killed everything in this tunnel. What do you mean you can take this one? Like, alright, whatever. And So I looked like, oh, maybe this guy's just really carrying really hard. Less than 9 kills in the whole quest. And at the point that he was like, "I'll take it from here," me and the barbarian were the top 2 kills. Oh, it was sad. It was sad. I think he was an acid warlock, though. Not sure how great acid warlocks are in general.
Well,
guess we shrine here? I think so. Real quickly here, play the remind ourselves how this infight's gonna go. I think what we're basically gonna do, we're gonna activate the fight, get as far away from the Doom Sphere as possible, and just shoot it ranged while it's negative. However, oh, we didn't want the fire thing. Huh, okay. Yeah, I think I got the wrong trinket. Or the wrong bonus item. Don't know what it is we wanted for the... I guess it doesn't really matter. We didn't have it. We didn't grab the right thing. Still, it would have been nice to have whatever extra support we could have gotten. But yeah, I think this the fire, cold fire, is supposed to help with Mintal. Now that I'm thinking about it. Hey T, what's up, buddy? Why's it always gotta be frogs, man? Ain't there enough other scary things in the world instead of them having to be frogs? People are gonna be like, Sam, why do you dislike frogs, man? Frogs are scary. Their long tongues and their hippity hops. Their poison skin. Poison skin. No, I'm not scared of frogs. Scared of frogs in D&D. Alright. There's our litany flagging done. So now it's really just a matter of like deciding if when we want to take level. Nature finds a way. Oh, so let's see. Quests that are left. Oh, we got a nasty little lag thing going on right here. Don't think it's just in game. I think it might be me. Anyway, so we're flagged for the raid. It is true. If you lag and die, it's your fault. I mean, the data center is going down. For practical purposes, it's the same as lag. At least when it comes to the purpose of the rules. Alright, so it's your fault too. You should have known better. Well, you should always be prepared for lag or server hiccup. Like you should mentally be aware of stuff like that. However, it is pretty tricky. It's hard to maintain that level of concentration at all times. That being said, I soloed Reaper Litany earlier today, so you can do it. You can make the mental thing go. Or we could not be Stockholmed into that sort of expectation. The problem is, man, like, what are they gonna do? Like, they're gonna grant everybody a free life on the server? They can't do that. Like, also, it's clearly set out in the initial expectations. Okay. It's an online game. You're going to have connectivity issues. You're going to have problems. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying, like, from the practical standpoint, what do you do? They gave people 3 lives. You can earn up to 2 bonus lives. I don't know how much more leniency you can get. That's why I advocated the getting of these extra lives. That's why I fought for them so hard. Those lives apparently don't work. I haven't seen any problems with them working. I've watched them work just fine. DDO gives a broccoli for every juice cup and a hot turd for every mouth. Oh, beef. Woo! Alright. So, like I said, we're going to skip the shroud. We're flagged for an ascension chamber if such a thing spawns. I'm not doing terminal delirium. There's some sort of trick to it that makes it easier, but I don't know what it is. Just saying never lagged wipe in WoW. Or Path of Exile or Diablo. Path of Exile is kind of a weird exception. But WoW or Diablo, they just have the funds for the best connective thing. They just have the best servers and the best connectivity. Budgeting is a thing. Alright. I'm down for a VOD. I'm down for a Hound. I would do Fashion Madness if there was a good group. Said I personally would avoid What Goes Up. I would do it with like NIMS groups. So there's Hound, Fashion Madness, VOD, and What Goes Up potentially on the list of things that I would be willing to do. I know they want to do a Mad Artificer. I think Breaking the Ice is okay, right? I think that one's okay. If I had a person. Sounds like I lost Gore though. Gore had some sort of accident and lost his last life. His last spare. Oh yeah, you're in the other chat. Did you want to come back? I thought you moved yourself on purpose. I can move you back down. Did I see your picture? I can see your picture now. I clicked the wrong button. Let me see. Copy link. Let's open the link. Hey! You got a little bit of everybody in there, don't you? Grandma's even got her puppy. Yeah, if you want to come back to live stream, I'll move you back down. Just let me know. I thought you put yourself there on purpose. I agree. I agree with the more reason to make the challenge something besides permadeath. That is not something that I will argue about. K move you or K... I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'll bring you back down. There you go. Yeah, I was under the impression you put yourself down there for some reason, like you were going AFK or whatever.
I had to try to load the picture.
Oh, that's fine. Our guild level has increased to 71. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot overall. We've lost some people. It says, looks like we've lost Gore. Sure you don't want to tell people what happened? Silly mistake or something? Got. We lost Forehand. Rip Forehand.
Well, I'm still alive. I only have one life to live now, so.
Yeah, well, that's, like I said, if you want to TR and get back up again, that's cool. But like, I'm not regrinding my position on the leader favor board and all that stuff. Forehand died, not surprised. Yeah, there was two of his deaths were mistakes, and I'm honestly not even sure what happened the first death. I think he got hit by a double lightning bolt in Delira's. Like right after we got him. Right after we got the first one. And then number 2, he died in Amber Temple. Everyone was recalling out. I had gotten the bonus chests, and he walked out of one treasure room through the front door and back into the other one, and he got by respawns in there. And then his final death was he got hit by the reactivation of the trap in Chains of Pain. Yeah, we're still 12th. I don't think there's any place I can go to get this favor to crawl back up and to crawl any higher right this minute.
So what happened was I was helping Nubacabra farm gear, and I was feeling good about myself. You know, I made Grandma her birthday meal, and I was looking at the map, and somehow I fell in the hole in the cogs and died.
Oh yeah, that thing is, that got me. That got me. I don't remember. I think it was on the live server a couple of months ago, or a couple of weeks ago. Got me. Yeah. Oh no, this is where I'm gonna scold you. It has nothing to do with the falling in the hole. But I thought you learned playing with Nubacabra is a death sentence.
Yeah, as soon as I died, I knew I shouldn't be messing around with that.
Yeah. I said
I mean, I'll still do whatever needs to be done, but I'm gonna Alt F4 like as soon as I take a hit. So, I mean, like I'm gonna be like Audi 5000, but I'll still do VOD.
Well, I said if it, I completely have no problem if you wanted to TR or TR. I don't even mind helping you level back up, like on an alt or something, like maybe next week or part of the way through or something. If you wanted to do that, but I'm not regrinding this damn position. Like I said I wasn't. It just so happens that this year we're well positioned to be reasonably high on the Reaper board or the various boards. So I don't want to give that up. If I can just squeeze a little bit more in. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'll give up the favorite board, dude, and I'll just like TR and like I'll go for straight Reaper, dude.
Yeah. Well, I said
Where am I on the favor at the moment, anyway?
You're 29th.
Oh man.
Well, you missed some stuff.
Oh yeah.
So like, ain't no thing. Said last year I gave up the favor board to get the Reaper stuff. This year I was more on the ball on the Reaper stuff than I was previous years. So this year we got our Reaper stuff done and we're still on the favor board. So I don't this year I don't mind where we're at on the Reaper board. I would like to be just a little bit higher. If I can like squeeze into a solid top 30 position, I feel like that would be fine with me. But I'm not going to TR to do it. My plan is to hopefully get in with Nim, do at least a VOD. VOD at the very least to me seems like a no-brainer. And then I wouldn't mind doing... Is it Breaking the Ice? That's the not the last one. That's the one before the last one. I feel like
I trust you hand over fist, so I'll do Breaking the Ice right now with you if you want.
Yeah, I just don't know it very well. Is the problem.
I know it very good.
And it's easy to like get got by those chain whirler guys. So like I wouldn't worry about that. Again, if you want to TR and get moving on re-leveling up, I do not blame you. And again, I probably won't be around very much this weekend. Like I said, I have DDO cast on Saturday that I have to record. Some stuff should be coming for the bus, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to work on the bus some extra this weekend. But also the weather should be nice, so I should be able to get some painting done still. So like after like the next, technically I should end at 2. We might end a little early because there's not a lot going on. But I kind of got done what I wanted to get done. But
Sounds good.
but yeah, if you wanted a TR,
Yeah.
tear it up.
Oh, like I don't have like tokens, so I have to buy like that heart of wood or something.
I think it's 50% off this week too.
Oh.
Hey, baby girl, how you doing? I know Hearts of Blood are on sale. Let me look. Maybe it's just Heart of Bloods. Heart of Bloods and Tome of Fate.
So the Azimir is what? Charisma?
For what?
Past life.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look at that too really fast. Yeah, wisdom. Plus the heal, plus the wisdom.
Well, actually, I was talking to Dirty and Morba the other day. I don't know what day, but and they're like they're coming back to Hardcore 2 in like a few days. So
Yeah, it should be. They should be close. They ran themselves up and they TR'd. So, and I think they're gonna run themselves up again and TR one more time is what I think is what they said. But I don't want to make any promises.
yeah, I'm gonna give up the favor, Samus, and I'm gonna TR and go for Reaper. Sorry, bro. I mean,
That doesn't bother me at all, man.
I really didn't mean on falling in the hole. I was looking one way on the map, and
I don't think anybody willingly is like, you know what? I'm gonna go jump in this hole of doom. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Have you checked your I guess it probably doesn't matter for you. Did you check your orchard stuff to see if that reset, or are you just gonna wait and do it? Try to get that last piece when you get back up to whatever.
yeah, I'm gonna get the last piece when I get up. I did ransack like I've been.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, I said what I might do is I might take 2 or 3 days next week and fiddle around some more on Sarlona. I TR'd Samus, for those of you who missed it. I TR'd him yesterday, I think. Why the hardcore server was being all janky. Or the day before. I don't know, whatever day. I went in and I TR'd into that, taking a look at Faye Buckler again. That's the Warlock Bard tanky type build. So I'm going to re-examine that this week. And I had a lot of fun with it so far, but take a little break, wait on Nim and his group and see about catching some of these raids, and maybe kind of work with them on leveling up to 30. Like I said, I don't have to be in the top 10 for sure, but I would like to maintain this top 20 position. I feel like it's doable. And then their plan is once they get to 30, grab a little bit of Reaper experience. And that would also be pretty okay in my book, I think. Kind of grab a little bit of both. Yeah, there's just not a lot else going on. There's not, like, I have all my gear farmed up. So, there's just honestly not that many people at this level range doing stuff. I mean, things have definitely narrowed down, and a lot of those people are just doing, like this guy. We just leveled, or we just did something together, and I don't know what he's doing. So Bro says I wouldn't be on the hardcore right now, too dangerous. Actually, the lag has not been bad today. I don't know what exactly is going on, but it has been very consistently screwing up at, in the evenings. So I'm not playing on the hardcore during the evenings. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here we go. Noob is looking for gear. Again, this is like a death trap. I like Noob, but I feel like people in his group get murdered. It's kind of like playing with Tobrel Season 1. You take the death so he doesn't have to. Anyway, we spent some time looking at the list. I think what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to wrap up a little early. Factual. Yeah. We'll do some deconstruct. We'll throw some stuff in the bank, but I think we'll probably wrap up somewhere near the bottom of the hour here. I seriously run. Okay, I did. I ran all the way up. I need to learn this stupid Hall of Heroes. But,
So, like, I was gonna totally, like, quit anyway after I got my first horse.
yeah.
And my first, river cloak and stuff. But, then I pulled the bobble on this damn character, which, I don't... Well, I only have the bobble on my main, and, so now I have to transfer this character and do lives on him, right?
You don't have to do lives on him, but you can build him and put him in a position where he can be like an alt raider or whatever whatever it is that you like to do for funsies.
Yeah, because it's so hard getting that bubble, dude. Like, I mean, I can't explain to you how many times I've done.
Oh, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. I've had characters struggle to get a bobble for a long time. Alright, get out of here. Yeah, the gear's been kind of... I guess I was doing some casual stuff flagging for Litany just to be on the safe side. What I might do is I might reach out to Nim before we take off and just see what the plans are. What? Oh, okay. So this is I forget. They give you a fresh one. These are the extra bits that I don't need anymore. Okay.
Plus, I didn't expect, you know, bless his soul Flask to give me these shards that I can't transfer that I'm gonna have to use some one way or another, right? So,
Well, worst case scenario on those, you roll up a transfer alt and you just take however long and just hit the roll button. Or, you know, you find somebody with something crazy expensive on the shard exchange and hook them up.
well, I was just trying to pass the wealth and stuff, you know. I figured, yeah, hey, you know, need some gear, I'll go pull a chest and roll it, stuff, and
No sirree, Bob. again, I'm not saying people should avoid anybody, because that's not what I'm trying to say. But there are definitely people on my list that I feel are deaths happen around them. There we go. This is what I was looking for. And I'm not saying Noob is necessarily one of those people, but I pretty confident in saying that I hear an awful lot of people tell me that they died in Noob's groups. What are we missing? Oh, I gave somebody a whole set of tome pages. That's right. Oh, it was Beef. Or not Beef, it was V-Love. That's right, I remember now. V-Love was like, I've never managed to XYZ before. And I'm like, oh, well then here you go. Here's everything you need. Alright, sweet. So that's all taken care of. Yeah, I think we're good. Just double check there's not like anything super hot going on right now. No. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Alright, well I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up a little bit early. About half an hour early. I do apologize for that, but...
If you do roll up an ult to like maybe help forehand, what kind of a class are you thinking?
I originally was actually thinking about just a warlock. Mostly because I need more practice on the warlocks. Things have changed. It's my least comfortable class, and I kind of wanted to fiddle around with the Faye Buckler-esque style of play. But now that I'm fiddling around with it in fact, I'm going to go ahead and switch to live for a second. But now that I'm fiddling with that on live, I'm not really sure. It'd probably still be a warlock. These playstyles are totally different for what the tank that I'm doing now on live, or the build that I'm doing on live versus like a first life blasty warlock.
Are you gonna take one rogue to do traps on your lock?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Okay.
To be totally honest, like, it's just not been on my agenda. I would definitely let people vote. I also have that, the beginning of that bear tank. I was actually gonna see how close I was to Beef's build. Just kind of did some guessing from the back, from what I saw him do, and was thinking about taking a look at it maybe next life, or for a life, and try to, as successful as it made us having Flask run ahead and do all of the sweet tanking that he was doing, and then playing the last season with Beef and how nice it was to have him doing that, I thought maybe I would give my hand a try at it and see how it works.
What I'm gonna do is the Alchemist, but I'm gonna go Gnome, so I can use color spray to like mess up Reapers and stuff. So.
Vind, I'm running an 18-2 Warlock Rogue on Hardcore, and I enjoy not waiting on the Trapper Run quest. Well, that's part of the reason I do the Wizard build that I do, the X2 Wizard. But if I'm gonna help forehand, which I'm not as worried about helping forehand. Forehand's a big boy. He kind of got the goals that he was already looking for. So, but I could be wrong. He might want to do more. I don't know. But he's level 4 after 2 weeks. He's been playing a lot on live server. So I think he's just kind of basically playing on the hardcore with Jerry at the moment. But anyway, this is what I'm playing this right now on live. It's a Swashbuckler Enlightened Spirit build. And then we'll take some other stuff. And I thought about doing this build on hardcore, but I just people voted to do it on live instead. So Warlock is definitely my least experienced class. There's a lot of things about it I don't care for. So I thought I would potentially do it. Also potentially do a tank. Potentially do one of those weird tank builds would be sweet. It's just a playstyle I don't play a whole lot of, is, you know, the tanky stuff. So yeah, I'm open to suggestions for stuff like that. The problem is that I like to be able to solo, and you just can't solo with those tank builds. So I don't know. Also, wouldn't mind taking a crack at a different alchemist. Like, I did the Undead Healing Alchemist thing. I really liked it. But he died on hardcore doing some Reapers. So I'd be interested in potentially giving that another shot. Whether it's on hardcore or whether it's on live. I do plan on doing one on live sooner or later. So yeah, it would be something different. I have not done the Nuclear Alchemist yet, no. I plan on doing that on live, where I have most of the toys, so I can really try to enjoy it. Anyway, this thing has been a lot of fun on live. I kind of wouldn't mind like screwing around with it a little bit more today, but I feel like nah. Go get my shower. I'm thinking about cutting my own hair for the first time ever. Getting desperate in the pandemic. Bob Ross Warlock. Also sounds about right. Oh, it's a pirate lock?
Lana. Lana.
Danger zone.
Hey Voodoo, thanks for the raid, my friend, as always. I was actually debating on wrapping up for the afternoon myself. A little bit early. I was over on the hardcore server screwing around, and I kind of got in a position where I'm done with what I'm doing, and I need to talk to Nim about doing something a little bit later. But now I suppose we'll screw around and do a couple of quests, I guess. Why not? Why not? We got people hanging out with us. Might as well. So like I was saying, this is my Faye Buckler build that I worked with Jeff Hanna a million years ago. Taking a look at doing a little bit of a revision on it. Figure things out. Is Voodoo taking a vacation? I hadn't hung out today on Voodoo stream, so I don't know what all's going on with Voodoo today. Man alive, you're doing a Swashbuckler. Yeah, I need to take a look at the enhancements again. As we level up, things will get a little bit different, I think. The places that I put value now are also different than where I put value, 3 years ago, 4 years ago when I put this thing together. Can't find any cool bucklers at the 15 to 20 range. So I have a bunch of the Swashbucklers put together from the Crystal Cove event. And then I also have the Spectral Deflector. I think those are from the Maybar event. So I have like a little bit of each of those. Because I am a TR person, I have like level 4, level 8, level blah blah blah. See, I think we did Waterworks last night, so we need to do STK today. Yeah, we're just on live, so we can do whatever. I don't mind doing this now, but I don't think that's what I want to do.
So like,
Yeah, we'll just-
Flask doing like 6 Warlock and then whatever kind of made me really think, dude. Cause like he was holding it down.
Yeah, I mean the temporary hit points and the intimidate and all that stuff. Like, it's a strong build. So that's part of the reason I want to investigate more in the Warlock in generals, because I just don't have very much experience with them. I know a lot of people ask me about them. This build is the only build that I really fiddle around with on. Just 2 skulls. I was doing 3 last night, but that's when I was totally awake at 2 o'clock in the morning when the servers finally came back up, whenever it was. We're also just a couple of enhancement points away from Permashield. I'm kind of looking forward to Permashield. This up here. I don't foresee honestly wearing or using that gem. There we go though. Alright, so this build is a lot like some of my other builds recently. Or not recently, but over the years, where just a little bit of investment in the Knife Fighter tree does a lot of work. This is the free one from a tome. So we have 2 points invested to pick up Rapid Slash, and disadvantage is we have to use the Sky Pirate's Dagger. Oh boy, we hate to have a keen weapon with a high attack rate and high double strike. So bad.
Did you use weapons?
And this Warlock, yes I do. This is a melee. It's a melee Warlock. This is as close to like my version of a tank that I have ever had. Realistically. Well, okay, that's not true. Second closest tank. I had a legitimate. I was doing a low effort tank build. Back when my DDO was still a thing. So a million years ago.
Yeah, my DDO, you could look up other people's gear and see they had like 4 different strength items on.
Correct. But also you could. You could also blog there. So back in the Wayback Machine, I actually blogged on my DDO consistently. And one of the things that I used to write about was figuring out an AC tank. This was back when AC tanks were still things that you could do.
That was kind of when AC was kind of broken too, wasn't it?
No, it just required a little bit of effort. I don't know. I'm still the person that likes the old AC system. I feel like it was more relevant then than it is now, but I don't know. I'm just one of those people who does not like the idea of I take my level 30 character, walk into the waterworks, and get hit by a kobold. AC's back. AC is still crap.
Well, if you do that, those epic TRs and stuff, apparently there's a thing you get AC
I'm not saying you can't get a reasonable AC and that it doesn't do some work. My point is that the idea of becoming untouchable is not a thing that happens anymore. Everything still has an opportunity to get you, which I do not like. Ben, for example, today, he put out this hilarious meme, in my opinion. Hilarious. Where he's like, when you're an untouchable AC tank and then your DM asks for a reflex save, cry in plate mail. Thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I have this Australian buddy. He had like a AC of like whatever, a PRR, whatever, a fortification, whatever, right? And he would go into R10s, and he would just get like instantly killed.
I'm not saying it's not a noticeable difference, but it's not what in my brain armor class is. Just fine. It's not. This is not DDO, or it's not Dungeons and Dragons anymore. It's DDO. Just fine. Doesn't have to be that. Just saying, to me, armor class is basically nonsense land. But there was a time when armor class was great, and I don't want to fight this guy.
Yeah, if you get like 112 on a monk, yeah.
Well, this, again, in the Wayback Machine, if you dial way, 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 way back, you know, when I was doing this, I was just your stalwart, your old school stalwart defender, and your regular old hate tank. Get over 300 and you start seeing lots of misses. If that's if that argument in and of itself does not show you how stupid that is, then there's nothing I can do to change your mind. Get your armor class over 100 and you start, or over 300 and you start to see misses. Which side are you arguing for? For armor class or against armor class, Tobrell? Because, man, that sentence can go either way. I'm not saying there's not value. And I'm not saying that having some armor class is not good. All the negation is valuable. And if you can dodge 80% or even 90% of attacks because of your armor class, that's really strong. It's just not what I want. I don't want my armor class build to walk into Kobold Assault at level 30 and still get hit.
Oh man.
I just don't. It's not what I'm about.
I put a couple of rear points in dodge, and I put a displacement on myself, and nothing can touch me anyway.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm not saying it's not valuable. I'm just saying it's not. To me, it's not what armor class should be. Get as much armor class as you can easily fit into your builds. D&D has had soak systems too. I'm not saying it hasn't, not saying it can't. I feel like Tobrell and I have this argument all the time.
What argument did the two of you not have all the time?
How pretty a mouth you have. We just agree.
Oh, well, yeah, because that's universally understood.
Right, we just agree that you got a purty mouth.
Yes, sir. How are you, Samus, my dear friend?
Not too bad. I was expecting a migraine today, but I think the acupuncturist actually, she's like, you know it's coming? I'm like, yeah, it's definitely coming. She's like, alright, well, let's see if we can make it not happen. She did a bunch of weird stuff.
How many needles did she put in you?
Oh, I don't know.
Just the one full of heroin.
Oh, that one was great. I don't know, probably 10 or 15 in the head and 4 or 5 in the feet, each foot, and a couple in my wrists, a couple in my neck.
Oh, so they go for the nerve clusters, eh?
I mean, that's what it's all
That's kind of
about.
what they're supposed to about.
Yeah. And she did some acupuncture points after that, and she's like, "Do you feel any better?" I'm like, "I don't know. Not really. Like, maybe a small percentage." She's like, "I'll take it." But like I said, I really expected a big old migraine today. The way when my left eye starts feeling like really a lot of pressure, it usually tells me like the next day is going to be bad. And instead, it's still pressure today, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday.
Did you ever try a patch?
A heroin patch?
No.
They're not down with that.
You do 6 ounces of blow a day, it's fine.
I try.
Well,
Cocaine.
see, the problem is, like, the heroin and the blow aren't really, like, they're kind of counteracting each other, right? I mean,
He gets all
If-
cross-faded, it's fine.
if we could get him to give up his blow habit, he'd probably be okay.
This one up and turn this one down.
You know how he likes his little private parties.
That's right.
So all I'm saying is that AC can matter. Things have shifted around. It is good. Only on tanks, though. If you're not a tank, don't worry about it. Exceptions for if you have a monstrous amount of past lives in heroics, then you'll see some results. But otherwise, it's a have or have not situation. Whereas before, you could have a bunch of these little weenie rogue things running around that don't get hit, and that was a whole other story.
Everything had strengths and weaknesses.
The monk with the ropes. Yeah.
I said, pick up what you can without a lot of effort, unless you want to make it your thing, and then if you do make it your thing, expect it not to be as good as it used to be. Not saying it's not good. I've never said it wasn't good. It's
He's
not,
just saying it wasn't good.
just not what it was.
Even then, it was still, 5% of the time you still got hit.
Sure, everything rolls a 20
still hits.
sometimes.
So it works out about the same.
I've
you
not
determine
seen
by type.
anybody ever close again to 5%. Now, granted, I haven't seen it.
Stratospherically high. When that changes happened, you couldn't get as high. Now you can. So now it works out to be about the same.
I have never seen anybody get to a 5% hit rate since. Again, my point is
Well-
not that you can't get that high. My problem is, and my problem always is with the new system, and always will be with the new system, is I could go and do the highest level content and have a 5%, theoretically this 5% mischance, that I can go into a level 1 quest on casual and stand there, and I will have this same little level 1 monsters can also hit me. If this super ever super monster can hit me, or can almost never hit me, then I sure as hell don't want the level 1 kobold to be able to hit me, ever.
So once
Yeah,
upon a
he's not
time,
gonna do anything though.
It doesn't matter, I don't want to be hit.
You still hit under the old system. 20 hits.
so once upon a time in Shenanigan Lands, I used to have this dark monk, right? And I could like get 60%. I put a cloud down. Well, they fixed that.
Well, if you're a drow, you're so ugly, no one wants to hit on you anyhow. So you know.
Oh,
Be safe.
it's because that -2 con. That's what it really is. It's not ugly.
I was gonna go with the duck lips.
Oh, that is racist.
I challenge you to make a male drow that does not look like either A, he had his ice cream stolen, B, only his mother could love him, and then that's with a few drinks, or C, it's just too it's somehow not hideous where you can look at it for 5 seconds.
If you look at the color of my new horse, Terrell, it kind of looks like a drow color.
Hmm.
Aren't the new horses all shiny and gold and stuff?
No, you gotta look at the neck of it. Over the gold overlays and stuff.
This season's translogs do look really good. I like the look of them quite a bit, but I just could not see putting myself through that again this season.
He's holding out for the unicorn, man.
That would do it, I guess. But I'm presuming we're gonna get unicorns with the regular Feywild expansion, like for the $1 purchase version. But yes, I'm gonna have unicorn. His name will be Swiftwind, and it will be amazing.
I'm not here to tell you that's weird, but that's weird.
What? Swiftwind and I have a sacred bond.
I gotta say it's something.
I can't go into further detail because it's the
Okay. Now I understand. So I got a message from Google saying, "Hey, here's your Google access code." I'm like, I didn't request a Google access code, but it turns out that a email account that I have for accessing certain things that other people that necessarily do not live right here occasionally use to access things. Apparently the one person needs access to it.
Don't unicorns like name themselves?
It doesn't
Certain
really
things,
matter. Tobrell's gonna call him whatever he wants to call him.
Swiftwind, man.
Alright, maximum double strike here. This Plague Reaper is going to be a pain. Alright.
Show them your
What
aura.
does it show us? Yeah, the aura, it ticks off. It doesn't do a ton right now. 'Cause I'm only level 2 Warlock. But it does add to the damage a little bit. Alright, unfortunately.
Swashlucky is very, very strong. Very good soloist kind of thing.
I know, I'm going to fiddle with the old Fey Buckler layout and see if I can't tweak it a little bit.
You did this type of build before a lot.
This is what years ago is what I used to grind out a lot of the epic past lives. But I haven't fiddled with it.
Right now, still.
Yeah, I haven't fiddled with it in ages.
Yeah, it's strong.
So, I know. I've had some people ask to take a look at it, so we're gonna take another look at it. And that is all I can do is take a look at it.
Well, I never got a vote on it.
Votes were open, but There was not too many people. It kind of came together randomly because the hardcore server was janky.
Yeah, okay.
So is the hardcore server done?
Nope.
Shoot, man, we beat it in 3 weeks.
It might be done because they can't keep it up.
Three months, shit.
You guys are good. Pushed hard.
I don't think we pushed that hard, to be honest. I think it just was keep
Y'all played like every day for like 8 hours a day.
Keep
Pushed
moving.
hard.
That's my normal play schedule for having the stream
That is
running.
pushing hard for an ordinary person.
Yeah,
That's-
it
for a
is.
That is
person-
full-time job pushing hard.
Right, which is what me playing is.
Right. So just realize that is pushing hard.
For other people, I suppose that is true. Like, I feel like the first hardcore season, that last 2 weeks, was pushing hard. That was pushing hard.
That was because you played every waking minute of the day.
Correct. And was constantly moving and was pushing myself and everybody I could possibly push. Really? I'm gonna roll a 1 on a stupid will save.
Yeah, bro, there was times I tried to tell Samus, man, we should be doing like R3 right now, because like we own this, and he's like,
Pick up what we get. There's no reason to push any harder than was necessary. But yeah, basically now the only thing that's left for me on the hardcore server is getting my EP up as high as possible on the leaderboard. Right now we're sitting at 12th. First place is like 800 favor ahead of me, but I feel like, and I'm not as worried about being first because there's going to be people that are going to get ahead of me. Because I didn't do Temple of Elemental Evil. I didn't 5-star every challenge.
there's only a couple people ahead of you that are at your same level.
Right.
I was watching the levels too, right? Because that matters.
Yeah, quite a few people are higher levels. So, like, I'm currently at 12th. I'm not very far away from taking 11th. And if I can if I can get those 2 raids with Nim's group over this weekend, and I can...
Yeah, you can start challenges.
I already did them.
We did them all last night.
And,
We 5-starred them all too, dude. 2-man.
But, so like I said, I didn't do Temple of Elemental Evil. I probably won't do What Goes Up, because it's one of the quests that just worries me. I probably won't do I won't do Terminal Delirium, because it's another quest that just worries me. There's gonna be people who are gonna Shroud. I won't do Shroud. So I want as much leeway in the epic levels as I can get my hands on. So, like, I've got a VOD, a Hound, and potentially a Mad Artificer, and potentially Lord of Blades. Although that's 20.
Dude, I might pay like $1 for you to do that. Lord of Blades.
Pay $1 for me to do Lord of Blades. Here, let me show you how that goes. Sam, it's your job to run the dogs in a circle. Thanks, guys.
You do it like 3 times ever. You fish every time.
Well, I've done it several more times than that. I had to grind out every piece of my mats for the items I've made.
Aren't they making with the new legendary like that shit all like nothing? Sorry.
I don't know.
It's going through revisions and nothing is final yet.
Okay.
The first preview did not go well. As far as Did anybody ever equip those items?
Well, I still have this like spirit of water and all that, right?
Oh yeah, Sam's got a whole bunch of that stuff. I don't know if they're all in here or not. Yeah, fire, air, water. I guess they just had those three of the big
okay.
ones.
That's what you were talking about earlier. Never mind. For some reason, I get alerts to that other thing that we were talking about with the Google, as if I'm an administrator for it, and I'm like, what?
No. And
It always makes me
always
makes me panic a little bit because it says somebody has accessed your Google account, and I'm like, what?
Oh, is that the thing where we're selling moon elves for parts?
No, not involved in
Oh.
selling any sentient species for parts. I'm not
Is that my
Wayfinder.
other group? That might be my other group.
Also, why are we selling elves? Aren't they nasty -2 con races?
That's right.
Yeah, but only the con is nasty. The other parts are good. The eyes are good.
I hear they smile like a donut amongst
Oh.
the rest of them.
I like the ears.
Tripped and
Ears are
eaten. Tripped and eaten.
Oh, rip, dead.
I don't know, I've stabilized pretty much everything. I should actually have my ring of stabilization thing on, but I didn't.
I feel like they should finish you and not just stand there waiting. I
Why?
just
I'm not
feel-
breathing. In their world, I'm dead. They don't know. Ain't no one checked my pulse.
I
Any of
feel
these
like we
people
should
got
double tap.
CPR training? They ain't know nothing.
They should 100% double tap.
Oh, I stabilized. We're fine.
Shenanigans.
Ain't no one no better. They're like, this guy's dead. You're gonna find out as I'm
What I
gonna
don't
jump
know is Why
up.
don't they go about the regular business if you're dead, or bury you, or they're just gonna leave your corpse sitting there to rot
Oh,
and collect
because the
flies?
janitor comes on Tuesday,
maggots.
man.
If I have a corpse in my room, I'm gonna at least put it in a plastic trash sack for Monday when trash service arrives.
The janitor comes on Tuesday, man.
And Monday, yeah, Monday. 'Cause Friday they don't have trash service here, or on the weekend. Yeah,
See,
I'm at least gonna put it in a plastic bag, a couple of plastic bags, since it's a corpse. And maybe
Poor
put
Frenzy.
I can't tell you how many people I saved in the hardcore with those layout hands from Asmir.
Hands are strong.
even nerf, it's still good.
Yeah, and Reaper, they don't hit as hard.
They are
See,
still
we
good.
were
These races
fine.
is good.
Fine. There's no reason to panic.
These race is great. Good race. Very powerful.
It's no gnome, but it's pretty okay. Gnome is where it's at. Oh man, alright.
So my plan with the hands was I was gonna let you get the aggro of the Reapers first, then I'd throw a bottle. It worked out okay.
I mean, it was fine most of the time, except for like the 70% of the time where you ran ahead of me. That was like, you know, a lot of people. I mean, it happened today. A guy died, you know, at level 19. He ran ahead and I called out a trap and he just got murdered. So like, people getting ahead of the wizard / rogue on hardcore, don't do it. Don't be that person. It was pretty funny. Flask was like, don't get ahead of me. So then I stopped getting ahead of him. I'm like, alright, you wanna be ahead? You can be ahead, I don't care. Other than Flask, the only person that should be ahead of me ever is nobody. Samus goes first. Is someone seriously hitting Ellery? Right there? That's weird. Get around this corner.
I don't think Flask ever told me to stay back.
Well, because I was going ahead for traps.
Oh, right.
I don't know where all the traps are. I've got to move ahead, and I got to use my... I don't have traps memorized. People like to give me a hard time about it, but I just don't. It's not something that I do.
That's a lot of memorization.
It's just not something that I have the mental capacity for.
Hundreds of quests and dozens per class. That's quite a bit.
Well, I mean, after like 300 or 400 lives, they just kind of like remind you.
Nope, I put on my spot stuff and I run through the quest. Because I don't have a range thing. Did I happen to loot a range thing? Oh, I did. Sweet.
See, I figured Sam would be more on the I have the traps position memorized. Some quests he does. Some quests, however.
What?
Another
Ooh, another Averon Dragon Shard Fragmente. It's just that's a level of stuff that I could not feel consistent about. You know what I mean? There's still quests. I literally watched a TV show. One of my favorite TV shows. I watch Enterprise. How often do I watch Enterprise, Tobrell?
I watched Enterprise last night. I was watching Captain Picard. Go ahead.
I literally watched that TV series at least every couple of years, right? This time I went around, I watched it. There were episodes that I enjoyed for the first time. I know I've watched every single episode, but I did not remember a bloody thing about it. It's just... that memory is not what it was. It has nothing to do with being old.
You got the dementia kicking in.
It has nothing to do with being old. And I'd even say that this, the last 5 months or so has been way better than it's been in the previous couple of years.
What was really funny is we were doing like slavers, and at the time I had evasion and like a 50 reflex, dude.
I'm not gonna
And they're
trigger.
trap. But like as soon as I say like Reaper, they're like, chill out, man. It's all good.
Yeah, ain't no one give a crap about no Reapers. A Reaper. Who's scared of Reapers? Ain't nobody here scared of Reapers. That's
Don't fear the
nonsense.
Reaper. There's a whole song about that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Reaper's no big deal.
Forehand, I don't think agrees. 'Cause every time he's seen a Reaper, it was.
Well, I appreciate people calling out Reapers in case you didn't see them. I appreciate that, but no, Reapers not scary things. Scary things are big jump. No. Switch. Big jump. Yeah, you better let that fire down.
I can actually say that I was kind of disappointed that Beef didn't try to.
What is going on? Oh, Tobrella, you happen to be on? You are on.
We are lagging again.
Is the servers have the servers melted?
Maybe. I'm trying to pull stuff out of my bank and cannot.
I'm pretty sure. I am flying like Superman here.
This is your
Oh,
fault for
caught
not
up.
being good enough.
Caught up. I got murdered.
I do not understand that argument with people on the forums. Like, well, if you're not good enough to withstand a random lag, like, okay.
I don't know.
Just the level of Stockholm
Reroll.
is so high.
Oh,
Reroll your bill sucks.
I'm
Yeah, you
I'm
build
dead.
sucks and you can't fight lag. Like, come on, man.
I'm dead. This is
Well, yeah, if you were fucking good at the game, Tobril, you wouldn't suck so bad at lag.
Yeah. What's funny is there was a dude in one thread that was like giving a lot of people a hard time about that. Like in another thread, he admitted that he didn't complete the goals in hardcore. So I'm like, do I go in there and say that maybe if you were good, you'd have completed your hardcore goals, or just let it go?
Please tell me that you were the snarkiest, bitchiest, most fabulous version of yourself.
Nah.
Bitch.
Nope.
All right.
No.
That's
I
not
don't-
the kind of place I want to be.
Hey,
I
LJ.
don't-
The kind of life I want to live.
I
Daytime
don't
stream,
talk
buddy.
smack on the forums, bro, because, like, if you do wrong on the forums, they could ban your account.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't feed the trolls, man. They troll.
but I am
trolling hard.
as a troll. I must feed my kind so that we can sustain.
Okay. Well, then I guess go all in.
You know as well as I do that I'm a terrible human being, and I will find any excuse to make other people terrible with me.
Misery
Aw.
loves company.
I am the worst influence in our entire friend group, and we all know it.
And either it's not actually true that you're a Care Bear.
I am not. I am the darkness. Fear me.
You're a Care Bear.
Shut up. You can't prove that
I would
I'm
like
nice.
you to know that I've had wet farts that are nastier and eviler than you. Just so you
Now, that's
know.
just hurtful.
I know. I just want you to know that.
No, his farts are hurtful.
Oh yeah, they come out, picket signs, and they're mad.
Don't you have a gibbers on your name, dude?
I used it. The lag hit again after I gibbers, and I just died to gibber triggers.
Well, if you weren't right behind me while I'm trying to do stuff, you wouldn't get kicked.
Yeah, you still get kicked.
Well, not intentionally.
Once it
Well, I didn't kick him intentionally now, but
doesn't sound like it. Sounds like you're kicking your dog. Calling child care services right now.
okay, but like, you and I both know that's not true. Literally, the only person in the world who cares about me is.
Aw, I
Fucking
don't
have
want
to
to hear
talk
your
through.
nonsense.
Oh, that's not true.
Alright.
I know
So-
Zach's out there somewhere.
Oh,
So they make these
that's better.
fiberglass inserts for pickup trucks, and it makes you look like the dog catcher. Seriously, dude.
I mean, they do have little boxes that you can get. Alright, do I have to jump back up through these stupid traps again? I do.
We're talking about dog boxes now.
I don't know. We might.
Just regular old dog boxes.
Talk about whatever, man. I mean, I'm currently in the process where apparently I'm not allowed to grab ledges anymore. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
I understand that feel.
Hey, guess what, everybody? We didn't have crippling lag. We didn't die. Look at us.
Hey, good job.
He was not only held, it lagged.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I just think there was a server hiccup, which is fair and fine, and it happens. Not a fan. Don't appreciate it. I think if I'm gonna be unable to move, at the very least, everything else in the game should pause too. But
Kind of feels bad.
So, like, did they go ahead and mess with Sardana?
oh god.
A lot of servers are jacked.
Oh man.
Forums appear to be jacked up right now too. Excellent.
Yeah, they can keep that.
Like I said, when it starts getting a squirrely, you get off the hardcore server and you do something else. You like that too, Buzzle? Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
I literally almost choked on my tongue when Kurt Oden said, yeah, we're gonna do Sardana next.
Whatever. Things happen. Maintenance is a thing. Oh, come on. Just let me finish the quest, DDO. If I finish the quest, I can log off and feel like I at least accomplished something. Oh, and you killed my Ellery? That's not nice. Alright, allowed to move again. I can't, there's a 0% chance that we're gonna make it up the trap if we, with this lag, if we try to climb the ladder, right? Ugh. I hate this jump. I'm not good at this jump.
Well, it doesn't appear that you have any extra special leggers.
Oh, not right that second I didn't. But we like literally lagged backwards in time there and fell off the ledge. That was great.
Is your TR cache loading faster or what? Like,
No, I haven't noticed anything.
okay.
Whoa! That was an unnecessarily large amount of damage, DDO. Oh, dismiss Ellery. She'll be back quicker if I dismiss her and resummon her in 5 minutes. Right, the question is, am I so greedy? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, I'm so greedy.
So at one point in DDO, I was characterized as a loot whore.
Well, who isn't? Alright, let's see if we can be not on fire, shall we? And not poked in the bum. Oh, look at all these not being poked in the bums. Nice. Anyway, I wanted to look and see what I could spike my double strike up to. So that's 20% double strike. So we'll add an extra 20. So we can get it up to 65% double strike right now. We can do better. We can do better.
Did Mama get her 5,000?
As far as I know, not yet, but I honestly haven't looked.
Yeah, that was Niven's whole plan. He wanted to get Mama to 5,000, so that's why he didn't do Reaper. That's why he didn't press his tunes.
I don't think. I think there was a 0% chance that they were going to do Reaper before level 30. They have big plans to like shoot to 20 or do a like get to 30, do some gear farming, TR. Like they have big plans for. Because remember, they're not there for the sprint. I was there for the sprint. They're there for the marathon.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just wanted to get it over with too, dude. That's why I was really happy when you.
Yeah, that was. I was not about. Actually, is that correct? Can we actually boost it higher? Yeah, we can boost it to 70. That's not bad. Yeah, it's so close to last one. I just kind of wanted to get it knocked out and get back to Sirlona. Again,
well, what does 21 subtract 4? That's I mean, I know we did Reaper the whole way, but you don't think you beat your personal record, dude?
For time?
Yeah. Think about the same.
I think I may have like a day or something on my previous record. again, I think I played some on the weekends last go around. I didn't do that this time. I definitely think if I didn't waste... I don't know, it's weird. On one hand, had I not wasted the time trying to farm the sigil frame out of the orchard, because the drop was, as I swear, has never been that bad. It is bad now. It is somewhere in the less than 5% range. It was never been that bad before. I've been able to go out there and farm sigil frames significantly easier in the past. But had I been a little bit more patient and not leveled to 19 until I was done with the 14s, I think I would have been better off time-wise. I think I would have saved at least a day. I think I spent basically a day looking for
Didn't you get like Whale of the Banshee at 19 or something?
Yes. But I think if I would have waited that extra little bit, I think it would have been okay. Alright, so I also believe, even though I really want to take this charisma to damage, I think I want to take this shield spell, or this permanent shield, and switch my spells. Because I probably won't get much chance to play this weekend. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to catch Nim and those guys, like maybe for some raids tomorrow. But
like I said, dude, I'll be there, but as soon as something touches me, I'm all there for him, dude. That's just the way it's gonna be.
If I take a death because you ult forward and I lagged out, I'll be really mad.
You're gonna punch me through the... Okay.
I will punch you through the computer.
Never mind.
If I was you, I'd start relooking at your build for maximizing hit points. Oh, and looky there. Chat's connection has been lost. We may not be doing much more anyway. Yeah, I think this is a better play. It's not a better play for, like, today if we were going to continue to play. But because the way things are kind of borked right now, all I want to do is run to the trainer and switch out of this shield spell.
Is forehand a trapper?
He usually is. I don't know what he's doing this life. He's on Cherokee. Is his other alt. It's level 4. Yeah, the server is like melting. Warlock trainer is right here. Alright, so let's switch our spells. We're going to get rid of shield. I don't want to take jump. I don't want to take ooze puppet, but that's not, we're not going to have DCs. Our DCs are going to be terrible. Yeah, every server is melting. Alright. So now with that change, even if we don't get around to playing anymore today, which, again, I think we're probably going to wrap up here really soon. Get a shower and stuff like that. Even if we say we don't make it back to Serlona today, that'll start the countdown for being able to switch our spells in case it happens again that we want to swap. I'm not a Warlock expert, so I really have to like adjust my spells as needed. But I think the perma shield is just going to make a huge difference.
Well, you're unlucky because I am a Warlock expert. I've done like 100 rounds.
Yeah, but I don't suspect you're an expert on this weird build. Maybe you are.
Well,
Like, where's the temporary hit points at?
Any enlightened spirit. Alright, so, it's called tainted, you gotta go tainted, so, like, look in the,
Oh, the aura doesn't... I thought the aura gave you the temporary hit points somewhere.
no, it's in tainted, it's in, Soul Eater. No,
It's gotta be over here, right? The one that says, every time your aura ticks, you get some temporary hit points.
I don't know about auras, but in Tainted Scholar, there's one, and then in Soul Eater, so.
I feel like it's not super high level either.
No, it's low-hanging fruit.
There it is. Brilliance. Your aura provides you and nearby allies with a termination bonus to temporary hit points equal to your constitution score. That's the one. This is what I'm looking for. So I need to raise my constitution score as much as possible also. So this is most important now after is smooth flourishes, so we can get our charisma to damage. And then I would not be opposed to taking slap in the face, but it's not as important. And then after the charisma to damage, the next most important thing is brilliance, I think. Yeah, we're never going to get this uncanny dodge.
So did you at least gain a little bit of curiosity on my Bombardier build I did with you?
I mean, I'm curious at it in general in the fact that I haven't played one yet, but I'm not going to get real deep into it until I get to experiment with the one.
You know, we two-manned breaking the ranks, and I beat you in kills, right?
You beat me in kills? Yeah, it's fine.
And breaking the ranks, two-man, yeah.
Yeah, we had good. It was good. Did I peep staunch? That was one of the things that that Flask was like all about, was the staunch.
Yeah, the 6 Warlock, for all the goodies, and then whatever else you need to make yourself whatever you want to be.
Chain, Stunning Blast. The third core. That's a lot of points. Activate for 7. Grab 50% of your maximum hit points. Last a minute. It's a good power. I don't think I'm gonna have the points though. So let me pull up the previous version of the build here. No, not Sam. So this is what it used to be, and this is what is probably changing. I got it. Go away, Ad. Like my primary search on this. Alright, so here. This is what the build, last time I played it. Again, this was a long time ago. It was the last time I played it. Let me see. When did I make this post? This post is 2015, so it's at least 4 years old. We had 36 points in Swashbuckler, although I think some of this is going to change a little bit. I mean, it's already changed a little bit. We had 6 points in Stalwart Defender, although, again, I think some of this is going to change a little bit. I'd like to get to a little bit higher. We had 30 points in Enlightened Spirit. I don't think we're going to need this burst anymore, for example. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Looks like I have 4 points in Soul Eater, which I don't think we need. We have a few points in War Chanter, which I don't think we need. Obviously, we had no racials. We had no... we didn't have dagger stuff. I used a Green Steel Radiance 2 Rapier for most of what I was doing. So basically I'm going to try to take and retweak this build into what the current version of this build should look like. And I think it changes a lot. Like, a whole lot. Especially at level 20. I think it's going to seem like night and day different. I don't know if this means that I'm going to be like... I don't know what it's going to be like at 20 exactly, but...
I mean, I would not give up my DCs unless, like, they gave me, like, 200% freaking me.
Well, that's just it. This is not a DC-based build. This is a melee.
The point I'm trying to make is I would not give up my DCs to splash myself and all this dirty stuff unless they give me, like, 200 AC. Because I'm a DC whore, and I cannot honestly break my character to lose 1 DC.
Yeah. And that is a thing that some people can... That is an opinion. But... That's not the point of this build. This build is not made for DC casting. Also, Warlocks never get that high, right?
My Warlock...
You can, but you gotta go all in. You can do like DC, CC, you have to kill Warlock. It does work.
Lightfinger on my
No, Warlocks
next
go all the way up to...
Warlock at the moment
Yeah, because they only go to 6 levels.
is 108 the Bard songs.
Destinies and stuff kind of get you the rest of the way. Filigrees and all that.
Yeah. The thing is that for DC casting, you're at least 3 points behind a traditional spellcaster. Because your maximum level spell is 6, so...
Yeah, it is doable, it's viable.
Yeah, you're in the hole at least 6 from the maximum. Anyway... Which is part of the reason why it hurts so much more to dip out. Because you're just really slitting your own throat.
I don't know if a Warlock gets anything to catch itself up even more. It might. I haven't looked at that in a long time.
I don't know.
I think it's very gear dependent. If you're gonna do that, I think you need gear. Honestly,
oh, well, yeah, absolutely. For DCs.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. But anyway, this build is meant to be only 12 levels of Warlock, so because of that, so much of our stuff is going different places.
So you're going for 12, so you can hit that little thing and say, "Ooh, I got hit points."
No. This is just a different. Basically, this was originally built as a tank that has a lot of like secondary damage stuff that kind of procs through there. Gives you some good crowd clear, as something that a tank doesn't have with the old burst. You can burst and typically clear a bunch of stuff down very quickly while you're tanking like the main guy. I don't know. It just kind of worked in a weird spot. Like I said, it was good enough DPS that I was able to grind out probably 10 or so of my epic past lives without being overly bored. It was super hard to kill at the time. This was back
You should-
before gibbers. This is back before everything. It just
Yeah, I totally understand everything. you're
ground
saying.
through.
You should go to the Hall of Heroes and get your new cloak. If I was you, there, mate.
oh, it's around. This is what was the votes won. The votes won this horse, this cloak. All that stuff went up for roll.
Oh man, I missed it.
Yep. That's alright. There'll be another life soon. Like I said, this shouldn't take that long. Alright. Just kind of looking at other secondary DDO streamers right now. Youngfly does a good job. There's a Thelanis player. Old Wargoat. I've rated Old Wargoat in the past. But I think we're gonna send it to Youngfly. Youngfly has rated us back and forth a couple of times, so we'll send it that direction. Get out of here with that nonsense. All right, raid Youngfly. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to hit the various buttons for where to go. Yeah, it's still messed up. Ah, so aggravating. How about this? All right. Anyway, if you could take a minute and check out youtube.com/SamusGarobo. Also, we have to go look at Tobrell and how ridiculous he looks again.
Oh, this outfit?
That's better than you had before.
Well, this is a
That's
different guy.
worse again. Oh, it's a different guy. Okay. Never mind. You continue to be too ugly for me to look at. But
That's
YouTube.
the guy wearing the tinfoil hat.
Yeah, this hat is awesome. This is the Samus hat. The classic Samus hat. Anyway, youtube.com/SamusGarobo. Please help us out. We've crossed the 1,000 followers here on Twitch. If you could help me get to the 1,000 follower mark on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you have the funds and would like to help us out financially, patreon.com/Samus, SAMIUS, is the place to go to help us out there. Alright, everybody, peace, much love. If I have the opportunity to do like a short stream to knock out some of these raids on the hardcore, we will. If not, I'll be on DDOcast tomorrow, I think at noon Central Time. And I hope to see you guys then. Alright, peace, much love, and we'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.